Hello, everybody, and welcome to Low Country Volkswagen in beautiful Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Today, I am proud to bring you the 2019 Volkswagen Jetta R-Line. You know, we've been waiting quite some time to do this review. Finally, today, we have our chance. So, if you like the new body style Jetta, you're gonna love the R-Line. We're gonna go through it, take a look at the exterior, interior, see the options, the wheels, the trunk space, the features, a little bit of everything. Let's have a good time doing it here today at Low Country. So here's one thing I absolutely love about the new 2019 Jetta. You're getting standard LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, gorgeous wheels. But the R-Line takes this vehicle to a whole nother level. You know, it makes it more sporty, more aggressive. It gives it that look that a lot of people love. One thing I do also like about Volkswagen is they also include the R-Line on different trim levels and models that we have available. So, with no further ado, let's get closer to this car and see what's going on. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready because I know I am. Here we go. So it definitely has a nice stance about it, doesn't it? I mean, this new Jetta is bigger, wider, more interior space, and good looking. I also love the new sunroof up top, how it just sits on top of the roof line like that. It really gives it a nice look, doesn't it? It sure does. Let's go ahead and move in a little closer here and take a look at these gorgeous R-Line wheels. So while we're in this area here by the fender and all, one thing you'll notice on an R-Line is the R-Line badge right there, looking pretty good. Then you got your rims and tires, right? Let's see what size rims we have on here. Well, first off, you have a 205/55 series tire wrapped onto this 17-inch wheel. Now, originally, I thought that an R-Line would have maybe a big set of 18s or 19s or even 20s on it, right? So 17s are not something that I expected while reviewing this car today. Now, one thing I guess I can tell you, though, about a 17-inch rim is the ride quality will definitely be a little bit better. You know, the fatter tire you have, the more comfortable the drive will be, right? I mean, it just makes sense, going over bumps and roads. And let me tell you, folks, if you live in Charleston, you know the roads here in Charleston, South Carolina could always be a little better. So, a little fatter tire there. Still a beautiful wheel. You can't go wrong with a 5-star. And I do like the gunmetal color. Really matches up nicely with the exterior paint on this Jetta. So what else makes this car stand out? I talked about it briefly earlier, is this sunroof here. You know, a lot of vehicles nowadays in your sedans, the sunroof just kind of slides up under the roof line there and you never see it. But Volkswagen kind of gives it this really unique look, how it sits on top of the roof here. So I'm liking that. I also like this here. Now you may be wondering, what is the functionality of that? Well, first off, think about it, folks. If you're riding down a gravel road or even on the interstate, you got the sunroof down, you know, rocks and dust and things like that are going to fly up over the car. So that little net right there will help so debris doesn't come into the cabin where you're driving at. Another nice thing about it, too, is supposedly it helps with wind noise because if you didn't have that there, it could get a little bit loud. So it kind of deflects the airflow, makes it kind of go whoop, boom, right up over the top. So that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments section. All right, so while we're still on the side of the car, let's talk about a few more things on this vehicle. First off, the mirror on the vehicle. The R-Line, I'm assuming, is a black mirror. And it's not a matte black finish. It's shiny. It's painted. It's black, okay? So you got that going on. Kind of flows nicely, doesn't it? Also, on top of the car, the roof is black as well. That really flows nicely with the sunroof. Now, the only part, though, I kind of take that back a little bit. The only part that's black up here on the roof is this front piece here. But right back here, it's all gray, just like the rest of the car. So, you know. But, hey, it looks pretty good from the front look there. What else do we got going on? Well, here's something that you may not pay attention to when buying a vehicle. This window right here in the back seats. This is as far down as it goes. It does not go completely all the way down. I think that is some kind of safety thing with kids in the back, so they maybe can't climb out the window while you're driving. I don't know. If you got a kid that's climbing out the window while you're driving, he probably doesn't have a seatbelt on, right? So again, when the kids got the seatbelts on, they can't go getting up out of these windows. So that's what I'm thinking. That's kind of a safety thing there. Now, personally, I like windows that go all the way down. It just looks better when you're cruising in your car. But hey, when you got kids, safety always comes first. So let's take a look at the rear of the new 2019 Jetta. Again, R-Line. We have reviewed the S model Jetta, which is our trim level that starts right at the beginning. We've also reviewed the SEL Premium. So this is the first time doing an R-Line. Now, one thing everybody talks about on this car is this back bumper here and how these exhaust pipes aren't real exhaust pipes. Now, I mean, they're flush mount. They do kind of look like dual exhaust, but yes, technically the exhaust fumes go down instead of out. Now, again, I want y'all to pay attention to this because our Volkswagen Atlas has that going on, and there's a lot of auto manufacturers out there that make their cars with that style exhaust pipes in the back. Pay attention, folks. I want you to do this for me. Think about a BMW or an Audi, you know, something like that, right? That's got the actual exhaust fumes going out in the rear right there. Have you ever noticed how dirty it is on those exhaust pipes? I mean, you could take your finger and go like that, and your finger would be black, right? So Volkswagen wants to keep it clean. It's less work for you, and it makes your car look better. So don't hate on those so-called dual exhaust back there, because it's going to keep it clean. Also, the fumes are going down instead of out. Okay, think about that. You ever been standing behind your vehicle back here? You're loading groceries in or whatever you're doing in the back, and the car's running, and you're standing there. Okay, I want to show you a visual. You're standing right here. The exhaust fumes are coming out, and it's getting all over your leg. It's burning, it's hot, it stinks, and who knows if you're getting some exhaust color on your leg, right? Don't have to worry about that anymore. The exhaust fumes are going down. So you can stand behind your vehicle without getting that exhaust fume on your leg. Just saying. Think about this. Let's say you're going out to church on Sunday. You got your khaki pants on, you got your polo shirt. Let's say you're one of those BMW drivers where the exhaust fumes go out the back, right? You're standing there, you're loading in your Bible or whatever you got, you know, your church stuff. The kids are getting in their pretty dresses. Let's say, God forbid, you're standing there and you rub up against that exhaust pipe. Next thing you know, your khaki pants right here have stuff all over them. Your daughter's dress just got exhaust fumes on them. My goodness gracious. Could life have got any worse on a Sunday morning? Think about it. Just think about it. Stop hating on these exhaust pipes. Volkswagen is doing you right. So I always talk about trunk space on the vehicle, okay? I always do. I always love talking about trunk space. I always like showing you trunk space, and I always like to seem to get in, right? Now, extremely hot today. It's 92 degrees here in the Carolinas. It's hot. So you can only imagine this trunk being hot. But let me show you. First off, you got a little black little rubber thing right there you can click on to open the trunk up. You got your backup camera, you got your LED lights, and you got a massive trunk. I mean, this is big. It's got a lot of room. Now, I'm not getting in today. If you want to go watch one of my other Volkswagen videos of the new Jetta, you'll see me get in. I even do special videos just about the trunk. But needless to say, woo, that's hot. I can get in here. I'm 6'1", 200 pounds, 215. I didn't want to tell you that, but I'm 215 pounds, and I can fit in here just fine. Now, Volkswagen does a few other things that are nice for you, okay? Because you're spending that money, right? Oh, yeah. Volkswagen wants you to spend some money with them, and that's okay because they've got the price down on this car to 24 and some change. I mean, really, 24,000 some change for a 2019 Jetta. Best looking one they ever had, right? Check this out. Roadside assistance kit. There's so many little goodies inside of here. You cannot go wrong, okay? So you got your roadside assistance kit. Let me tell you something, folks. You got a pocket knife in there. You got pliers. You got a poncho in there. You got the little orange triangle with the reflectors on it. There's all kinds of stuff in there. I mean, this right here has got to have $100 value on it at the end of the day. On top of that, if you're going to move to California, you better have your front license plate. And if you're going to go to the beach, you're going to want these all-season rubber mats. These are extremely nice to have. You can pull them out, wash them off with a garden hose. I'm telling you right now, that is a nice thing to have. You're getting all this stuff with your Volkswagen. And then not to leave anything out, but you do got your cargo mat in the back, and then you got this fun little Legos type thing here where you can actually stop things from moving around in the trunk. Now, if you're wondering where the spare tire is, let me go ahead and show you. It is actually right under here. If I can, well, golly, doggone it, man. It's hard. Cut. Well, how we gonna get in here, right? Let me show you. Well, Volkswagen hasn't really put anything here to grab a hold to open this thing. I cannot do it. If I'm a car reviewer and I can't open it, what does the customer gonna do? They're gonna have to get a fork or a screwdriver or something, pop that thing up. So I've been told one too many times, they say on YouTube, a car reviewer that doesn't pop the hood on a car? Yeah, that's what I hear, right? That's what I hear. And I always like to say back, you know, there's not a whole lot to see under the hood. I mean, it's a motor, of course, but most car manufacturers now in 2018, 19, they got a bunch of plastic covering the motor. So there's not a whole lot to see. But for y'all that like to complain about me not showing the motor, I'll show it to you today. Let's take a look. You know, I mean, I guess there is a motor under there. I mean, there's got to be something under there, you know, powering this extremely powerful 1.4 liter engine, right? 4-cylinder turbo. That's what we would like to say in the automotive industry, you know, and we tell customers out there that this turbo engine is extremely peppy, okay? Oh, it's a heavy hood. Now, I said earlier that there's a lot of plastics under here, but actually, I was wrong. There is a lot of plastic, but it's not covering the motor. As you can see here, you got your valve cover here. You got your intake manifold and headers and all that stuff in this area. You have your coolant right there. Okay, you have your air filter here. You have your blue thing there to put your fluid in for your windshield washer squirters. You have a massive size battery that's pretty big, and then on top of that, there's, you know, fuses here. I guess you could say that is, no, I was going to say it could have been a double firewall, but, you know, dual bulkheads or whatever they want to call them. They're on ships like the Titanic and things like that. But you just got pretty much one firewall back there. Now, Audi is known really well for like the Audi A8 having dual bulkhead firewalls there. Extra protection, of course, you know. But again, you're spending $70,000 to $80,000 or $100,000 on an Audi A8, okay? Under the hood here, there is a nice big carpeted mat there. It helps with sound deadening. It helps if the car gets in an accident to stop a fire or anything like that going on. So that's, you know, an item there. And then I really do like this bright neon yellow here to let me know, oh, there is the handle to pop the hood open, okay? Now, I would prefer shocks, you know, but some people prefer handles. Other than that, that's the under the hood, okay? Yeah, that's it. All right, there you go. Oh, you know, I almost left out one extremely important part of popping the hood here today. It's cranking it up and letting y'all hear the engine. So let's hear what this little 1.4 liter turbo sounds like. Okay, and you know, while we're at it, we'll go ahead and get the AC blown cold in this vehicle, and so it's cooled off, because the next part of the video will be actually getting inside here and reviewing it. Let's go ahead and crank it up, have a good look. Oh, a little music playing, very nice. Let's get our headlights on, and yeah, let's take a look here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my microphone under the hood so y'all can hear. There you go. I mean, no V8 cams going on here like blah, 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 blah. This is a nice, clean sounding 1.4 liter turbo. There you go. So now you got best of both worlds. You got to see the engine and hear the engine. Now, it's going to be a little tough to see right now, but one of my favorite parts of this vehicle is the interior. Okay? It's really nice. So I can't wait to show y'all that apart right now, but I just want to take a quick look at the front of the vehicle. Again, R-Line having that dark kind of blacked out grille with the logo. Headlights look nice. Got the fogs on the bottom. Very aggressive, sporty vehicle. All right, everybody, before we get on inside the car here and take a look at the interior, let's take a look at our Moroni label and see how much an R-Line Jetta costs, right? Before we do that, though, we got 40 on the highway, 30 city, average combined of 34 mile per gallon. That's a big number there. How do we get to that big 40 number, right? That right there, that 1.4 liter turbo, that's how we do it here at Volkswagen. Now, a vehicle with the R-Line package like this is a price tag of $24,165, okay? That's what you got. Package and options, storm gray, the paint colors, none of the interior is a charge at all. The only thing that costs extra on this particular car is $235 for the mats, the trunk liner, and the cargo blocks. Roadside assistance is an $85, 8-speed automatic. Tiptronic is no charge at all. Okay, but again, this is just a Jetta 1.4T R-Line. This is not a SCL Premium R-Line. Again, like I said earlier, you can buy a Jetta with an R-Line in different trim levels. So that's what makes it kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and hop in on the inside. You know, you don't have to get a premium package car to still have a nice vehicle. I mean, the Jetta completely from the S to the premium is beautiful, okay? Everybody can feel good driving a Jetta. Front here, let's take a look. You got power windows, power mirrors, you got heated mirrors, you got power door locks, power trunk. One thing you're gonna notice I'm gonna like is you got one-touch settings on every mirror in the car, or every window, right? Just one click goes right up. Let's go ahead and hop in on the inside and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right. Again, I mean, I'm 6'1", plenty of room in here. I haven't even adjusted my seat, okay? This is just how it is when I got in, and it's great. AC's blowing nice and cold. I like that they got the vinyl wrapped up onto the dash with some stitching. Gives it that nice kind of fit and finish look we're going on. It is soft touch. You know, in the car review world, that's a new word right now. Soft touch. Ooh, soft touch. Soft touch. Yeah. Okay, let's keep looking. A-pillar, kind of big and bulky there, right? But that tells me that the frame of the vehicle is strong. One-touch setting on every window. What do I mean? Well, watch this. Just a click, back window up. Just a click, that window up, okay? So it makes life a little simpler. Just you don't have to hold things down for as long. Let's go ahead and turn these fans down so we don't have so much air blowing on us, which it does feel good. You know, here's a good looking screen in here, about 7 inches or so, right around there. Very nice. It's touch screen. You can hit that. You know, welcome. Please connect a device using USB if you need to do that. Oh, there you go. Now you can see a little better. You know, phone apps. There you go. Just click on, well, I wish it would. Oh, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, media, no SD card available, car. Oh, I like that. Look at that little picture of a car there. Isn't that just cute? And it's a Jetta just like you drive. And gosh, if it doesn't almost look like the same color Jetta that we're sitting in. That's like the little things that Volkswagen does that makes things special. Now, I don't know if you get a red Jetta, will it be a red one on there? I do not know. But it's a good question. Setup, you got all that information in there. You know, you can use this knob here if you like. If you don't want to touch the screen and get your fingerprints all over it, just use the knob to kind of go through. When you're ready to select something like languages, click on it like that. As you can see, English, French, and Spanish. That's all you have, folks. There is no Russian inside of a Volkswagen. Just a little food for thought. Through the middle here, you do have an LCD screen through the middle. You got your speedometer on the right, your tachometer on the left. Leather-wrapped steering wheel. The only bit of leather that you're getting inside of this particular car is the leather-wrapped steering wheel and the leather shift boot down here. The rest of the seats in here, this is what you call leatherette or vinyl. You know, nothing wrong with leatherette, nothing wrong with the vinyl seats. I've heard from salespeople that they're easier to keep clean. You know, they don't wrinkle up as much over time. You know, leather has its ways of aging, you know, because it's leather. Vinyl is more a synthetic, man-made product, so it could look a little better in a lot longer, you know, time process. I don't know if it does or not, though, because I haven't really reviewed a whole lot of older cars that have vinyl seats. But if I keep doing this for the next 10 years, we'll get there one day. I like the color combination, how you got the black here, the dark or the light gray there and the black over here. There's a reason why, other than looking good, there's a reason why they put black on these back sides and everything like that. Because these areas in the back, you know, when your knees are sitting there, your jeans and all can discolor that seat. And it does look good, right? Big glove box. I mean, that's actually a massive size glove box. I mean, you could put 2 9mm in there and your books and manuals and a can of mace and a chicken sandwich if you needed to. Okay, so not bad. The mirror looks good. It's pretty big, to be honest with you. Sunglass holders, they're not very big. They will hold, you know, an average pair of Ray-Bans. Let's see how mine hold in there. Just your average Ray-Bans here, right? You know, put them in, good to go. Yeah, if they broke, I'd charge the store for them. But no, we're good to go there, okay? Now, the big shades that people are wearing nowadays that look like, you know, like a car windshield on their face, that's probably not gonna work in there. Interior lighting, there you go. There's your lights. No LED that I can tell. That color is just not the color of LED. And then really a tiny mirror on the vanity over here. That's one thing I would like to see is car manufacturers put a little bit bigger mirror setup in here, because again, you know, for the ladies out there doing makeup, they need something a little bit bigger. Just my thought. I do like that you got handles above every window in the car. I call them oh crap handles because you're holding on tight when going around corners. And let's go ahead and close our sunroof back and just hold that button down, or you can just let go of the button and it keeps on rolling for you. And it does tilt if you need to. Just push it up and that's a tilt. So all that works great. What other amenities do we have inside this car? We got USB port, a lot of storage, start-stop engine button, 12-volt, electronic park brake. Yes, the engine cuts off when it goes to a stop sign or a stop light. Econo mode, cup holders. Big armrest, which is nice. The armrest does not move, okay? It does not move forward or backwards. And then I've said it on other reviews of this car, I like that it has that light gray on there, but it could use a USB or an auxiliary in there. And there's some little black plug right there, and I think that is on higher trim levels. Like the premium, you'll get an interior light for your junk drawer, okay? Yeah, I call it the junk drawer. Other than that, interior's pretty nice, but I don't see a whole lot of things in here that say, you know, R-Line. I mean, there is a badge right there. I take that back. There's a little badge right there that says R-Line. But other than that, you know, I would have liked to seen the knob here have R-Line on it, you know, just to make you feel a little bit special when driving an R-Line. Again, you are getting this because you like the R-Line package. But I just don't see a whole lot that screams R-Line package other than the logos. So, you know, just my opinion, okay? Again, you know, I mean, it'd be nice to see Volkswagen say, okay, we got an R-Line here, let's put, you know, some ground effects on the bottom, you know, maybe a spoiler of some sort off the back, you know, really dress it up a little bit more other than just really some logos, okay? Because that's really all I'm seeing at the end of the day here on the R-Line is a logo and, I mean, maybe a little bit darker grille. That's about it for the most part, okay? All right, back seats. What do we got going on? Well, they're fine. Plenty of room. Got that much. Pretty roomy back here, a lot of headroom. Again, my only complaint inside the Jetta, which has really kind of thrown me a curveball this year, is there's no vents back here to blow air on any trim level Jetta. I mean, you can go buy the SEL Premium and it looks exactly like that. It's the same as an S. So I don't understand Volkswagen's logic on not putting air vents. And then on top of that, they put like, it's almost like a teaser. It's almost like, well, there's a cutout there for them, but we're not putting them on there. So I don't understand that. I really don't. But, you know, you can't always have every little thing on a car you want. You know, I mean, again, if you wanted every little thing on the car you want, then you need to buy yourself a auto manufacturer company. You know, I don't know what to say, but all I can say is for the money, it's a great car. It's a good looking car. And I mean, it's very affordable for someone out there looking to get a great payment. I mean, 24 grand, that is a deal. All right, everybody, that's about it for today here at Low Country Volkswagen. And again, I'm Chad with Charleston Car Videos. Having a great time today, taking a look. We're going to be looking at next on the channel today will be the 2018 Volkswagen Atlas 4Motion black with black rims. It's going to be exciting. Here we go. All right, everybody, here's a little bonus footage for you while we drive the car back onto the parking lot. And, you know, I would suggest to some of y'all out there that are watching this video, if you don't necessarily own a Volkswagen now, please come and check Volkswagen out. They are, it's just one of those brands that's very niche-y, but at the same time, it seems like when people buy and start driving Volkswagens, they seem to own them forever, you know? It's, and there's always stuff going on in your community with Volkswagen drivers. It just seems like people that drive Volkswagens just like to have fun. It's, it reminds me of the Subaru people, you know, that love driving Subarus. They're just, you know, the same type of mentality and feel for life, and just happy, peace, love, and all that kind of thing. So, you know, Volkswagen's got a very long heritage that goes back, you know, way back, you know, over 100+ years. So it's, you know, it's a great brand, great cars. I know there's a lot of y'all out there that aren't necessarily a fan of the new Jetta right here. You know, it's going to take some of y'all some time to get used to it. Again, you know, that happens. It's a body style change, and people get kind of focused in on one particular body style of a car, and have a hard time, you know, changing it up. But I mean, I get you. I understand what you're saying. I know that you want different engines and all that kind of stuff. I know there's some of y'all out there that are more, you know, performance oriented with a vehicle. I get that. But again, you have to also understand there's a lot of Americans out here that just want a nice car to drive to get back and forth to work, that gets good fuel economy and has nice amenities. So with that being said, this is kind of that car. Anyways, have a great day, everybody. Definitely enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the channel. We are really strong right now. Everything's going great. We're getting a lot of views, a lot of people coming in and joining the channel. So please stop by and hit the red subscribe and hit the bell notification there to watch more videos when they come up. We'll see you then.